Hello and welcome to the January Chamber Corner. I'm Janie Pettigo and my co-host, there he is. Hey, Bill. We're so glad you decided to join us today. How about taking that?
Well, I'm so happy to be here. It's 1 degree in Lancaster today.
Oh my gosh, yes it is. It has been cold.
And we had a heat wave. It's 3 degrees in Carthage.
That's right, that's right.
So,
you know, they broke a record in Crossville today, 9 degrees below zero. Now, if you're listening to this and it's toward the end of January, well, who knows? It could be colder,
well,
but it could be warmer.
We are suffering from the polar vortex.
Polar vortex,
Yeah,
I
the
saw
polar
that.
vortex has come down and it has bit every one of us. And so you can see, my outfit, by the way, do you like it?
I do.
I got
why
accused
don't you-
twice of being the Unabomber, so I don't know if I'm going to wear this again. Anyway.
Well, now we know his other occupation. Let me take that and you go ahead and change your clothes.
Okay.
And let's get started on, tell everybody where we are and all that kind of thing.
All right, yeah, why don't you tell them, I hope you don't expect me to get on any of this.
We are at the Carthage or Smith County Wellness Center, and we've got a whole lot of wonderful things to show you today. We're going to be talking to some folks who are working out here, and they can tell you a little bit about what it means when we talk about some of the machines that we're going to be talking about today. And, you know, this is the time of year that many people have a New Year's resolution to lose weight and to get back into shape. And there's no better place to do it than right here at the Smith County Wellness Center, right, Bill?
Oh, yeah. Christy, I joined about 3 years ago.
Great. And you come every day, right?
And promptly never came back.
Oh. Okay,
So
don't do as he says, or don't do as he does.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little challenge. You and I, we need to do a little health challenge starting today. This is January the 7th, right?
All right, yeah.
And so we need to see which one can get the most fit by the time next year when we come back to the Wellness Center to do another program.
You're on.
Oh, you're on? Okay.
Yeah, y'all are seeing it happen right here.
All right.
Okay, how are we going to be able to, gauge this?
Well, I weigh 300 pounds, and I can't walk up a flight of stairs, so...
Okay, I'm not telling you how much I weigh, but I can.
No.
I don't care. Anyway, but yes, that is one of my goals.
Well,
I want to
actually,
lose another 10 pounds this year.
What we probably need to do is we need to let Christy tell us.
We do, don't we?
Yeah.
Let's get her over here and let's see if we can find Chris. Here she comes. Christy, I'm going to give you my microphone, let you talk a little bit about the Wellness Center.
Okay.
Well, but first, there's one thing. We want to do a little contest, Janie and I. We want to see who can get the fittest.
Well, this is the place you need to be.
That's the place you need to be. Between
Right.
now and next year, about January, we're planning on doing another program here. And we need you to be the judge of that. Could you set us some parameters up and let
We
us
sure
know
can.
what?
We sure
Okay.
can.
All right. Well, that sounds
And you got plenty
great.
of time to train, so just come on in. Ask me some questions.
Well, first off, when did the fitness center come into being?
We actually were part of Carthage General Hospital from August of 2002 to August of 2008. And from August of 2008 to November of 2008, we were sort of in limbo because we were going to be a partner with the county for their new county wellness center. So it worked out that the county took over the project, and we've been here since December of 2008.
Okay, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
We'll be in our 6th year this year.
6th year this
Yeah,
year. Okay.
so-
Now, next important question. How do you use the facilities? How do you become a person that
If
can
you're
use the
interested,
facilities?
come over. We do monthly memberships. All you have to do is sign up some paperwork and pay a monthly fee, and you're ready to go.
Oh, and you mentioned the word fee.
Yes.
What is the fee?
They range from $15 to $50. If your business or your employer is a member of the Chamber of Commerce, you get a discount. So, and there's other groups get discounts as well. So.
Okay. So anybody basically in the county can come.
Yes.
They can use the facility.
Yes.
Do you do any classes or training?
We do train, so but that's included in your package.
Mm-hmm.
So and then classes, we're really tight on space, so we don't do a lot of on-site classes, but we do different health education events different times of the year.
Well, I know in the little conference room back there, I've attended a couple of meetings where they've actually talked about how to eat healthier.
Yes.
Obviously, I didn't listen,
No,
but
no.
Anyway, we attended some classes there, and they were very good.
Yeah, and we do
especially-
those several times a year.
What about folks that maybe you've got a blood sugar situation or some, it's not like a major health issue, but it's something that you need to deal with. Is this a good place
Yes,
for that?
this is a great place to be. What you do is there's some questions on your membership packet about your health status and things, and you can let us know if you have certain issues as far as medical-wise that we may need to work on. Most doctors want people to have some kind of fitness in their life, and so you can start at there's all different ranges of activity that you can do here. So you don't have to be a novice exerciser to come here.
Okay, so this is basically for everyone.
Yes.
And as you mentioned before, the county basically this is a county project now.
Yes.
And
yes.
So you work for the county.
Yes.
So you work for the people in the
Yes.
county, and the goal is to see everybody in Smith County as fit as possible.
Yes. And I have another employee that I share my space with, Darlene Hackett.
Oh,
so
okay.
she works part-time here. She's our member services person. So would you like to talk a little bit about different things you have here?
Well, I work in the afternoons from 3 to 7 most normally, and we do basically what she says. We have several members that come. If they want a certain program set up, I go ahead and do, set them up, get them started, but then if they've got anything like they want to especially work on, that's what we got Christy for. So she sets them up on a program and says you need to do so much of this and this to accomplish what you want to do, and then I see it through.
Okay, well now, since you've been here, have you used the facility yourself?
Yes.
Well, she was using it before she started working here.
Yes.
Oh, she was? Okay.
Yes,
Well, have you noticed a difference personally from the time you started until now?
Oh, yes, most definitely. The reason that I started here, I was
let's move.
diagnosed as a diabetic several years ago, and my numbers started just getting crazy. And Dr. Rutherford's office called me and told me that that he had done all he could do. It was left up to me that I was going to need to exercise. And I said, well, I'm not able, I didn't feel like getting out of bed because my blood sugar was nearly 400. And they said that my triglycerides was like way out of whack and my cholesterol. And they said that exercise would help. So when I come to Christy, and I was very upset. I was mad. And I said, I'll give you a month. If I don't see a change, I'm going to go back and hit my couch. And so I started, and within a month, I forget now exactly what the numbers was, but my triglycerides dropped out of the thousands down to like 500. My cholesterol dropped from I think it was, over 300. It dropped down to like 200. So my numbers just started falling. Of course, then my energy level just skyrocketed. So I did see a major, and my blood sugar numbers too dropped tremendously.
Well, what you're telling me is it was life-changing for you.
Oh yes, I believe it saved my life. I actually do.
Well, that's a wonderful
Actually
thing,
do.
and that's available to anybody out there.
Oh, yes.
If you're out there and you're watching this now, and you've got a problem that you think exercise would help, this would be the place for you to come.
Well, Christy, Bill has decided he's going to work out, but before we look at him doing his workout, I want to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Now, if you were someone that had never worked out before and you were really nervous about joining a gym, what would you tell people that might want to come out to the gym but they were a little nervous because I can't use those machines? What would you say to them?
What we usually tell, and we were just talking about this, we're not your standard gym. We're more of a wellness center, so people of all fitness levels can come over. Probably 90% of the people we have were beginners at one time and hadn't exercised in a really long time. And we're really good. We watch you the whole time you're here. We help you along. There's people that we still help that signed up when we first opened. So we're good to monitor the floor and help you along, and we're
So
available
they wouldn't
for
just
you.
be thrown to the wolves.
No,
I mean,
not at
they
all.
would be shown step by step what
Yes.
to do and do it correctly.
Yes.
And that is one of the things I'll have to say. You have a degree
Yes.
in exercise physiology, is that correct?
Yeah, health and physical education, and did some undergraduate work in sports medicine and clinical exercise as well.
So you would be in good hands
Yes.
if you came here and joined. And speaking of which, Christy, tell us a little bit about your hours, your fees, and that type of thing.
We're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 7. So we're here for a pretty good range of the day. So early morning, late in the afternoon, after work, we're open 8 to 7. Different rates apply. Seniors 60 and over can come anywhere from $15 to $40.
Okay.
And then the general membership
month.
and general memberships are $20 to $50. So
Okay.
we have family memberships as well.
Okay, what is your number here? If they want to call and get information,
615-735-2735.
2735.
Yes, and we're
So-
open for tours anytime during our regular business day. So come over and get some information and just look around and see what we have.
So if they wanted to just come out, we encourage you to do so. And really, it is a pretty facility. It's new. Like she said, you're in your 6th year here. And I'll bet you that Bill's getting a little bit tired. I think
He's
so.
working hard.
Let me step back and let's let. I think Darlene
Yes.
is going to be sharing a little information on what type of exercise Bill's doing right here.
This is to work your abs. It's like doing a sit-up, but you're sitting. You're sitting down. This puts no stress on the back or the shoulders.
I'm doing 200 pounds.
So what you do
I think
here?
that's 200 minus a 0, isn't it?
200.
Yeah.
Oh.
You put your weight on what you think you can. I believe he could handle more. You suck in your stomach and you just go forward and back up. It's an easy setup.
There you go.
Didn't take a lot of training for me.
Hey, well, listen, I'm proud of you for doing 200 pounds.
Yeah.
That's what it says. Mm-hmm. 2 and a 0.
2 and a 0. At
and a
least he
0.
told the truth finally. Okay, and so you don't, you feel like it's working?
Oh, yes, definitely.
You got a
I'm-
6-pack now,
I'm
right?
Very, oh, yeah, I'm very tired.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel
All
like
right.
heading to Hawaii. Just give me a plane ticket.
Oh, there we go.
Surfboard.
Okay, it's really getting deep in here. Christy, what else have we got? What else can we do? Show them that you have to do here.
well,
Come on, step in over
let's
here. Let's
see.
let the audience see you.
We've got up here, we've got some guys on our treadmills. We had a
Okay.
few on our elliptical trainers. The elliptical trainers are really good for people that have some joint
Okay.
problems and things. Zero impact on those, so that's a good machine to use. Bicycles up front. And then just a good overall total body strength training program. So.
And I noticed that you've probably noticed, folks, that there's a lot of folks that are walking around. There is a little walking pathway that a lot of people like to walk on. How far around makes a mile?
Okay,
How many
27
laps?
laps will do a mile. We have a lot of people that count their laps. We have a lot of people that just walk for time. So, and a lot of people just walk laps in between their weight machines and different things. So, and that's part of the package.
And it's not even cold out
No.
in here. It's warm.
Warm in the winter,
and it's
cold in the summer.
comfortable, and so they don't have to worry
Yeah,
about all the
right.
weather
The
elements. They
weather,
can walk
yep,
anytime.
yep.
Now, let's see. You're open Monday through Friday from 7 until 8 a.m. till 7 p.m. Are you open on the weekends?
No, we're
Are
not
you
on the
open?
weekends.
You-
No,
okay.
Monday through Friday.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Well, I think I'm going to go work out.
Okay, sounds
I'll
good.
give my microphone over to Billy, and we'll see what happens
okay.
next.
Darlene, do you want to help get her set up on that?
Okay, now,
Up here.
and you're going to do more than 200 pounds.
No, but more than 20, I hope. I don't know, maybe not. Okay, do I face this way?
I usually put
Face
them this
either way.
Either way you want to face it.
Yeah. She can face this way and look at the camera, so that'd be good.
All right. So what you're going to do?
Okay. Am I at the right spot? Okay.
All right. And what you're going to do? You're just going to lift straight up
Straight up. And then down.
and back down.
How many pounds have I got?
Well, you wanted more than Bill, so you've got 30.
Woo! Boy, I
That-
can feel it working.
That machine's really good for upper body strength.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of impact at that too, so it's really
Right.
good for total upper body strength.
Right.
So.
300 pounds is.
That's what you
We're
got.
adding a 0.
We had a 0 on the end of it.
And that's also good for your shoulder joint. A lot of people start to have
Yeah.
trouble with their shoulders, so if you do something like that pretty regularly, that will help in the
Well,
long
if
run.
if you've had a rotator cuff injury or something like that, is this what you eventually get to?
You would eventually get to that
Yeah,
one,
you-
and then the one we had the gentleman on doing the forward flies.
I
so,
see,
But you
yeah.
would eventually get to those. It won't take
Yeah.
long if you do it regularly. It won't
You
take
can also do
long.
different things with this machine. I could have you lay down on your back and I bring this bar down to you, and you could do the same thing that way.
Oh, okay. Do we want to do that?
It's up to you.
It's up to you.
It's
Just
up
a
to you,
different
folks.
kind?
We're going to do another setup here.
Here, wait a minute. It won't take but a second. I hope. I assume I do it this way?
We got that scooty back from that. We're going to do it.
That's a
don't
good
know.
way. A lot of our machines do a lot of different things, so this is a good idea to show her some
Okay, here
different
we
stuff.
go.
Let go just a second.
Okay. I just didn't want it to fall on my head.
Janie doing a bench press. Here we go.
Okay.
Tell us how it feels.
All right.
Just go straight up.
Ready?
Same thing.
Oh, that was too easy. That was too easy.
You know, you can feel your abs kick in on this. I mean, you really do feel a whole lot of upper body and abs. You almost have to pull your abs in to be able to push up. So I'm getting an extra workout with my abs as well as my shoulders.
Okay, well, let's ask that. How's she doing?
She's doing great.
Am
Okay.
I still on 300 pounds?
You're still on 300.
Minus a zero?
Well, see, zero from that is still zero. See,
That's true. Yeah, I can feel it, and I really feel my abs kicking in on this.
now I do have a question, Christy.
Yeah.
We've been playing around with the weights, but somebody that was starting out, what weight would they start with normally?
Everybody starts at a different number. So most of our machines start at 20 pounds, and most of the time everyone can start at 20 pounds. But what we do when you first come in is we go around with you and sort of help you pick a weight that's going to work for you in the beginning. So,
I probably would have started her out on
or
20.
20, yeah.
So, in other words, if two buddies come in or a husband and wife come in, they won't start out at the same
No.
place necessarily.
No, not
And that is
necessarily.
one good
No.
thing about this is it's each routine is specifically for that person
Right.
and where they are
Yes.
in their work or
Yeah.
their fitness level.
And it will change as you improve, and so that's why we're here. We help you change as time goes along.
Well, while she's getting her folks prepared, I guess we've got some other things that we're going to tell the folks about later. But the reason we came to the Wellness Center is because it truly is 1, 2, 3 degrees out there.
Yes.
And a lot of people say, well, there's nothing to do in Smith County. Well, there is something that you can do, and this is every day. And what was the hour she said? She was Monday through Friday?
She said Monday through Friday from 8 until 7 p.m. And so that will work. If you go into work at 10, you could come over here and work out before. Or if you get off at 3 or 4 o'clock, come on over here and work out afterwards. You've got plenty of time.
Yeah, and I
Or
think
lunch hour.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of folks in the county that don't realize we have facilities like this here in the county
That's
for them
true.
to avail themselves of. And in the summer, of course, this is still going on, and there's even a lot more.
And it's air conditioned in the summer, heated in the winter. So it takes care of all of your needs.
We're glad you could be with us here today.
Donald is one of our handicapped people. He has, I think, don't you have cerebral palsy? Is that
Yeah.
what he has? And he's been coming here for how many years, Christy?
Since early 09, he was one of the
09.
first ones to come.
Yes.
Hey, you know what, Donald? I can see those muscles.
Yeah.
So do you like working out here?
Yeah.
What's your favorite machine?
That scene, leg scene.
Leg machine
Yeah.
and the bench press?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
Nah.
Now I noticed that you're in a wheelchair, and is it hard to pull yourself around here with those
No.
big muscles? Not at all, is it?
No.
Yeah, I tell you what, I've been seeing him over the years working out over here, and I know that he is a regular here. I think you've been here almost every time I've ever been over here. Is that right?
Yeah.
How many days a week do you come?
3, 4.
3 or 4? You know what? That's pretty awesome. We're proud of you. Here, shake my hand. I'm proud of you. Good
Glad
job, Donald.
Glad to meet you, and I like his shirt too. That's one of my favorite
Yeah,
shows.
Duck Dynasty. That's Jace on the front, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Turn around, let the audience see it. Can you turn your body around, let them see it? Yeah, little Duck Dynasty there. There you go.
Well, we're glad, and we're glad you're coming and availing yourself. And say you're his trainer.
PA, personal assistant,
All right, and what organization are you with?
Morning Star.
Okay, well, we're sure glad that you're here too.
Now, what is your name again?
Michael McCall.
Michael McCall.
Now, Mike, how long have you been using the facility here?
A year, November 27th.
Okay, so a year. Do you feel like that it's made a difference for you as far as you personally?
Yeah, I'd say it would, 'cause I was on rehab, pulmonary rehab for 36 sessions, and they told me when I left down there they didn't need to quit. When I left Hartsville, I come right by here, and it's right at home, 2 minutes from the house.
Makes it very convenient. Well, now, I know Christy, the time that I came and she set me up with the exercise program, helped me out. So has Christy went over some things with you and talked to you about what you need to do, the exercises and things like that?
Yeah, she's real good at showing you how to, if you don't know how to do something, you know.
Now you said you were had been in pulmonary rehab. For those who are maybe don't know what that means, could you share a little bit about what that is?
Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, that's what it is, ain't it?
So it's your heart,
No, it's
Your lungs?
it's your lungs. Okay.
Okay, so you have a lung disease then.
Yeah.
And
Pretty
what
good
do
in
you
the
do
way
that helps you?
I come in here and, well, when I first started coming, I'd come like 3 days a week, and I'd walk on that treadmill for 30 minutes a mile, and bicycle for 20 minutes, and I forget how many miles that was, 2 or 3. I done a few of them there. Now I come in here and I do these over here.
So you did the free weights, which is hand weights, and now you do the machines. And what's the difference in now and over a year ago when you started?
I had a whole lot. I better shape than what I was, you know.
Do you breathe better?
Yeah. I got oxygen, but I got a thing I can check it with too, and I can tell when it goes down, you know.
Well, we see you're not using it right now, and you've been
I got it
exercising.
up there.
You've got it just in case. But, this is a good testimonial to what exercise can do for a person.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I was watching TV the other day, and they talked about people my age, when you get old like me.
ain't old.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. But when you get up my age, the percentage improvement, if from like not exercising to just doing a mild exercise program, is like exponential, and the benefit it'll have. And if you get up into your 80s, and even as old as that, exercise program is still something that's good for you, and it
Yes,
helps
it
you live
is.
a better life.
They told
really-
me down there when I was rehabbing, they said, you need to keep it up. Don't you go back like you were. And I couldn't hardly stand up when I first got out of the hospital, you know.
So you've really come a long way. We're so proud of you, and we commend you for taking the time to join the Wellness Center and come out and work out and improve your health and be an example to others who may be watching today.
Yeah, thank you for talking with us.
Thank you.
Yeah. This is Mr. Don Carter, and we're talking to Don about what he does here at the Wellness Center and how long, and I'll just kind of let you tell us a little bit about how you discovered this place and what it's doing for you.
Well, my wife started me.
Uh-huh.
I worked out at home before I came here. She wanted me to come with her here.
I see.
I just started coming, and so it's usually a couple hours here every day.
Oh, okay.
Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I walk and work out on all the machines. And Tuesdays and Thursdays, I loaf. I only walk 2 or 3 miles. So,
2 or 3
that's
miles, and that's
loafing.
loafing.
but anyway, yeah, it's great for you, especially when you get older like I am. I've been a diabetic most of my life, and I've dropped from 90 units of insulin every day to about 50 units every day just because
Wow.
of the exercise. And since I've been here, I've lost about 40 pounds in the last few years.
So it's really making a difference
Oh, yeah,
in you.
and you feel much better.
Oh, that's the one thing I've noticed. That if I don't do some mild exercise or something like that, I get the feeling sluggish, I guess would be the word. And the bad part about it is that when I don't exercise, then I get to where I don't want to do more. I don't know if you find that true of yourself.
Well, I've been coming so long and exercising for so long during the day that if I don't do it, I feel like I've missed something.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a part of my life that's gone.
Well, that's a good
It's
thing.
become a habit, right?
My son-in-law said when I retired, you need to just exercise for a living now, so I do.
You
So you're
that's a
good at it.
yeah. That's a good thought. When you retire, you need to exercise for a living because that way you're around. You know, do you have grandchildren or family?
I have 3 grandchildren.
Yeah,
They-
and you know what? I have a granddaughter, and I don't know how anybody else out there would feel, but I want to be around for her. And that's one of the ways that you can do it is if you keep yourself fit.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And if you don't lose weight or anything, it's okay because you will feel better. So there's a payoff.
Yeah. There's a payoff either way.
Right.
Yeah. Of course. What you said you walk? Do you use the machines? You
Yes.
do all of the exercises in here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When did Christy help you set up a program, or did you already come in kind of knowing what to do?
Well, I worked out on a total gym and Bowflex at home. Mm-hmm. So I was already working out before I got here. She helped me a few times to maybe figure out how to set them up and things like that, you know.
Yeah.
But I pretty well do my own workout.
I have a Bowflex at home, and you would be amazed at how many clothes you can hang on it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's really what it's
Oh, is
meant
that not what it's for?
No,
Oh.
you definitely need to be coming out here to work out. I think.
Evidently, I need somebody to kind of encourage me a little bit.
You know, one of the things, Mr. Carter, that I have always thought of as a woman, and they're finding it true for men too, is that exercise strengthens the muscle, which in turn strengthens the bone. And as we get older, we tend to have osteoporosis. And have you had your bone density checked or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Well, I know that that is a proven fact that the more you exercise, it makes your bones stronger. So you're doing that, whether you realize it or
Well,
not.
it's good for your joints too because you're in motion.
Yes.
A total workout, you know, all your joints are being moved, and it makes your tendons and ligaments stronger as well as your muscles. So it's good for you all over.
It helps with flexibility as well.
Now, I would say it helps my mind, but I'd have some friends that would disagree with that.
Well, you know, it increases blood flow to the brain, so that would
You know,
certainly help.
Actually, I always cite these things that I can't reference, but anyway, I remember hearing that. It actually does help your mind doing exercise. So maybe if I start exercising, I'll get a little smarter. I could sure use that.
Well, it didn't
That's
work
for sure.
for me, I'll tell you that.
Well, you don't think so?
I don't think any better, but
If you've got a resolution to lose weight, to get in better shape, as Bill said earlier, you're never too old. And I want to encourage you to get out here. It's not that expensive at all, and there's a lot of discounts. Come up here and check, and Christy may be able to tell you if she can find you a discount of some kind. And if, again, if you're a member of the chamber, or if the business that you work for is a member of the chamber, there you go.
You get a discount with
Yeah.
it. All chamber members get a discount here at the Wellness Center.
So we want to encourage you to come on out to the Smith County Wellness Center. It's located off Highway 70, just before you get to the old Carthage General Hospital on the left, and you just have to go up Pauline Gore Way, and it's at the top of the hill. So it's right here. Excellent place, an excellent resource for Smith Countyans.
Yeah, and it's right here in the same complex with the Senior Center,
Sure.
the UCHRA, and I think the Career Center.
The Health Department, the Head Start, all of them are right here
all of those are
together.
right here together. So if you don't know where it is, just look for all the buildings in South Carthage
That's
over to
true.
the left, and that's where we are. All right, we're back, and Janie is going to talk to us about something I think that I need to hear and everybody needs to hear, functional fitness. Is that right?
Yes, and right now, for those of you who are listening and you've never heard what functional fitness is, it's actually a program that incorporates basic exercises that mimic everyday moves. For example, if you were going to, let's say that I wanted to pick this up. Well, the one thing you don't want to do is bend over without bending your knees. You want to use your knees to pick it up. And that's one of the things that we talk about in these classes, and we actually do these exercises. These classes will begin at the Ag Center. Unfortunately, there's not enough room here to do these. Last spring, we had 43 people registered.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And so there's not enough room here to do it. But these classes will begin on January 27th, and they will be held at the Ag Center. We have a beginner's class for those of you who have never exercised or you've been out of the exercise loop for a while. Then they can come and get some basic exercise. and it's twice a week for 1 hour per class. The beginner's class starts on the 27th at 1 o'clock, and then right after that, I don't know if I can do it or not, we have an advanced class for those of you who are used to exercise, and we do a little more weight, a little more intense workout, and that lasts from 2 to 3. And then at 3 o'clock, we have an ab lab from 3 until 3:30. And anyone can stay for that. There is no cost for that as long as you've registered for either the advanced or the beginner's classes. Now, the classes start, again, the end of January, and they go through roughly the 1st of May.
Okay, so basically you're hitting the winter, the cold months.
Yeah, the winter and early spring, and the cost is only $35, and it's twice a week. Most of the time it's going to be on Mondays and Wednesdays, but you know, we had to change some of those dates due to the use of the Ag Center, so they won't always be on Mondays and Wednesdays. But if you're interested, I'll just tell you this. I had a 92-year-old lady that was in the class last year, and she came to the beginner's class. She had a 9.6 A1C with her diabetes. Her doctor had told her that if she didn't do some changes, that she was going to have to start taking insulin shots. So you know what she did? She joined my class. She could not do some of the moves we did. She modified and did some easier moves, but within 2 months, her A1C had dropped down to 6, from 9.6 to 6. Or either 5.9, something like that. So it was amazing that she went back to the doctor, Bill. You know what he said? What have you been doing? And she said, I've been going to exercise class.
That's
and you know what's really neat about this little lady, and so many of the others that have come, is that she would come to the beginner's class, and she said, do you care if I sit in on the advanced class? I said, you just be careful, you know. And she was. She did some modified moves. She stayed 2 hours twice a week.
That's wonderful.
Exercise can make a big difference in your health, folks. I'm here to tell you it can make a tremendous change in your life. You will feel better, you will be healthier, you will be stronger, and you will be able to do everyday activities. For example, just taking something and putting it up in your cabinet. Many people come to my class and they can't reach up any higher than this, but after they do the 12 weeks, they can lift their arm all the way up. And we work with basic 2-pound weights, which is not very much. It's probably about probably not much heavier than these microphones.
They've got some over here.
They're fairly light, or you can bring 1-pound weights if you prefer.
There's a 3.
There's a 3, and it's a pound less than this, but they're small weights, and we do basic movements, and we start out with very few repetitions. We start out with 5 to 8 repetitions, and that's all. And we work up each week and add on. We do a full body workout each session. We start with the arms, and then we go to the core. And a lot of these exercises can be done sitting down. So that's pretty great for those who may get tired out or whatever. And then we work the lower body from the hips down, and we go all the way to the calves, and we do a warm-up, a cool-down. And it's an amazing thing, some of the changes that we have seen some people have, and a lot of people have, just to be honest with you.
Okay, we'll get back some of the basics. Okay, where?
It is at the Ag Center.
When?
And the beginner's class starts at 1 o'clock. The advanced class starts at 2 o'clock. Our first class will be January the 27th. That's on a Monday. The second class will be of that week will be the 29th, which is on a Wednesday. And they won't always be on Monday and Wednesdays, but most of the time they will be.
Okay, where do they sign up, or how do they get into this class?
They can call the extension office at 735-2900. And I will tell you this, if you want to be in the beginner's class and you decide that, and you register for that, but you think, I believe I'm strong enough to do the advanced class, no problem. We can just move you into that class. Or let's say that you signed up for the advanced class and you get there and you think, I can't handle this. You can go to the beginner's class, no problem. In fact, we have some of the advanced students that actually come and warm up in the beginner's class.
Okay, well now who Who's your target audience for this?
Anybody.
Anybody.
But I will say this, because of the nature of the exercises, we only let women do this.
Okay.
It would be an uncomfortable situation.
So me
it's just,
and this guy can't come.
yeah, sorry, guy. Sorry. But you all can come out here and work out, and we're going to do our workout over there. Unfortunately, again, I would be doing it here, but we just don't have the room. But I really want to encourage you, let this be the year that you get healthier and stronger. And I'm telling you, I had I'll just tell you some of the testimonials. We had a 75-year-old lady that had never done a plank before, didn't do any kind of core exercises, and at the end of the first year, she could do a 2-minute plank. Now, I don't know if you know what that is, but that's pretty awesome. And we have a lady that's disabled, and she could do a 2-minute plank.
I couldn't do a board.
Well,
Much less a
same
plank.
thing.
Oh,
Same
it's the same
thing.
thing? Oh, okay.
But anyway, I want to encourage you, the number to call if you're interested in signing up for these classes, again, is 735-2900, 2900. Call. You don't have to pay until you come to the class. Bring $35 cash. You will get a T-shirt that says Functional Fitness on the front and Get Fit in the back. And this year, I think they're going to be tangerine color. Woo!
Oh, yeah, the guys,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So wear comfortable shoes. We do request that you wear good quality workout shoes and good quality socks, something that's stretchy. You don't want to come in tight jeans or anything like that. So, and ladies, you'll be working out part of the time in a chair, part of the time standing up, but I guarantee you, you'll have a good time. We've got lots of great music. It's fun.
Yeah.
I love teaching it.
It sounds like
it's
a lot
great.
of fun. But all us guys, we're going to come out here, me and this guy, we're going to work on
Yeah.
the machines.
And
what
that's
we're gonna
okay,
do at the
too.
Wellness Center.
I want to tell you about something else if we got just a minute.
Sure.
Okay, we have got another extension is going to be offering another course that I want to tell you about. It's called Pathways to Health, and this is a brand new program. It is a joint effort between the Tennessee Department of Health. Governor Haslam has suggested they work with UT Extension to come up with this program, and it's a way of helping you to see why you're in the mess you're in. I know, at least health-wise, many of us are in a mess. We're a very obese state here in Tennessee, unfortunately. That's one of our claims to fame.
Yeah.
We are an obesogenic, we have an obesogenic environment. And do you know what that means?
I do
Obesogenic?
not. I know what visceral means, but
Okay, well-
because I looked that up today.
Okay, well,
And we're going to
obesogenic.
tell people about having visceral experiences in Smith County. I just threw that in.
Okay, well, you weren't charged anything for that one. But anyway, we have an obesogenic environment. In other words, we have lots of fast foods with lots of salt and fat and that type of thing. And we
All
have
that
access.
stuff that I love.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
all of
okay.
us love.
Yeah.
And we have an environment where we have access to that. We hear a lot of I guess, commercials, which encourage us to eat that way. We have a lot of computer games, which cause us to sit. You know, when I was a little girl, we played outside. As soon as we got our homework done, buddy, we hit our bicycles and we took off down the road.
That's true.
And some kids can't do that. We don't always have the environment. It's not safe in some areas to get out and let your kids play and do that kind of thing. And so this program helps you to understand why you're eating the way you are, things that you can do to improve that. We also we'll do a 15-minute walking segment in this class when we offer it. Now, it won't be offered until probably February, March. We're waiting to hear from a church. That's where we're planning to do it, at a local church here in Smith County. As soon as we hear more about the program, we'll have a registration for it. Every person that registers, it's a 6-week program. It's an hour-and-a-half class for 6 weeks. And each person that registers for the class will receive a walking tape and stretchy bands and a manual. So it's going to be a great, great program. And by the way, it's Pathways, as in your body weighs so much. So it's Pathways to Health. Listen in on our next program. We should have some more information on that and when it's going to be offered. I don't know that there's going to be a cost. It depends on whether the state of Tennessee will work with us on offering it. But it's a great program.
Okay, and let me make sure I get this straight. This is basically a wellness program. If you feel like that you're not where you need to be on your eating and everything, it gives you an idea of how to choose the right restaurant. So like my big burger with the double meat and the fries, probably not the best thing for me to eat.
Yeah,
right?
and you know, it's okay to eat fast food periodically, but it's the choices that we make once we're there. Today, when I went to Subway, I did have a Philly cheesesteak, like a 6-inch, but I drank water, didn't have chips, no cookies. And you know, I was full. Many times we're thirsty instead of hungry. In fact, we'll be learning about some of the hunger cues, which often is thirstiness. Okay?
Makes
sense. And also, or I should say, you're thirsty instead of hungry. So we eat instead of drink like we should. One of the things that we'll be doing in this class is going over a menu that someone has eaten the day before, and we'll sit there and we'll be pouring, like, to learn how much fat they consumed, we'll be pouring oil in this container and see how much fat was actually in that day.
Wow.
Worth of food, and we'll do the same thing with sugar. It's really a neat program. It's a very motivational program because it will make you totally change the way you look at food.
Well, and there's a tremendous amount of sugar in just about everything that
Yes.
we eat and consume that's pre-made.
You're exactly right, but anyway, when we get more information on that, we'll let you know. But we will include a walking tape for every participant, and stretchy bands. We'll be teaching you a stretchy band workout. So there's a whole lot involved in it. And as soon as we get further information, which hopefully is by our next taping next month, then so be watching, don't miss it, and we'll try to find out more information for you. Let's see. I do know one other thing that I wanted to announce, and that is that Miss Barbara Knappel couldn't be with us today, but National Drug Facts Week will be January 27th. And so if you're listening, January 27th is National Drug Facts Week, and Barbara Knappel has more information on that, so you can contact her. And what else have we got going on?
Well, I made a list out. You know, a lot of times people, they wonder what there is to do in the winter. And we get this email, and it comes in, it talks about what's available to do in the Upper Cumberland. For instance, in January, the Sutton Old Time Music Hour is going on over at Granville. And January the 11th, Michael Fegan and the Cumberland Mountain String Band is going to be there. January the 18th, the Bluegrass Solutions. January the 25th, the Valley Grass. And then Wednesday, January the 15th, they've got bingo and hush puppy lunch at noon. Ooh. And then Wednesday the 22nd, they have rook and chili lunch.
Rook and chili.
So
you're going to play rook and eat chili.
You get to play rook and eat chili. So that's something that sounds really good. If you want to go all the way to Crossville, Gordon Mote is at the Historic Palace Theater. Show starts about 7 p.m. And it talks about songs that he grew up with. And,
country and gospel music?
Country and gospel. He's a musician and singer. It's reserved seating, and it's like a $20 and $15 ticket, you know, if you want to go and attend that. Sure. And I've been to several things at the Cumberland Playhouse, and they've been very good.
The quality's great.
Red Pump Cafe in Red Boiling Springs, they have open mic night, so that means people like myself could get up and sing.
Oh, and that's at the Armour Hotel, correct?
That's the Armour Hotel in Red Boiling Springs. Opening of the Dixie Swim Club at the Cumberland Playhouse, and that is a Jones Hope Wooden comedy, and it's the story of 5 unforgettable women, and I guess we won't go any further with that. If you want to find out what's going on with that, you'll need to get you some tickets. January the 19th, Wine, Shine, and Stein tour at the Delmonico Winery in Baxter. sure.
That is a beautiful facility.
Yes, it is. And if
really
you
is.
haven't been there, you need to visit that and join them on a tour of their winery. And let's see, the Short Mountain Distillery in Woodbury and Calf Killer Brewery in Sparta. They begin tours at 9 a.m. at Delmonico in Baxter, and you'll return at 4. And the stop for lunch in between destinations, it's $35 a person. So
That's neat.
it's a really neat thing. January 24th, 25th, 28th, 30th, and 31st. Love, Loss,
And what I wore.
Yeah, and What I Wore. It's a play by Nora and Della Ephron. And anyway,
It's
it's
in
in Cookeville
Cookeville.
at CPAC. And that's going on. It starts at 7:30. Tickets on sale on the 13th, and it doesn't give a price here. Also, on the 31st, One Night with You, an evening with the King at the Palace Theater in Crossville again. And then there's a lot of museums and historic places to visit here in Upper Cumberland. A lot of things to see that normally you wouldn't think about. We have a museum. We actually have two here. We have the Eads Museum over in South Carthage,
Yes.
and then we have the Smith County Heritage Museum over in Carthage.
And that Eads Museum, I love the Heritage Museum, but that Eads Museum is something else. We actually did a taping there one time, and gosh, we had a great time.
No, it's wonderful things. Restaurants in the state parks, dinner specials at Cumberland Mountain State Park. If Fall Creek Falls Restaurant, I don't know if you've been there. It's
love
a
it,
wonderful
love it.
place. We've spent some time up there. And if you want information about this, you can call the chamber. You can look at the Upper Cumberland tourism site. You can go to the experiencesmithcounty.com or the smithcountychamber.com website, and you can pull up all this information. And we have it there at the chamber if a person wants to look at it. Some recent things that are going to be happening, we got a blood mobile the 13th. Right about the time this taping comes out.
What time is that?
From 12 noon until 6 p.m., and it's at the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
Then Gordonsville City Council is meeting. Have a commission meeting January the 13th if you want to see how county government works and see what's going on and find out what we're doing. That's happening. Youth leadership, we've got a good youth leadership program going right now. We're in the midst of it. I think they're going to do county government in February, and they go to the Capitol with the adult leadership group.
When will you be choosing your adult leadership group?
Okay, well, that was one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about. Adult leadership is going to be starting here. Well, let's see. Applications are due by January the 24th.
Okay.
And a description. You can pick up an application at the chamber, or you can contact maybe your employer if you want to find out if they will sponsor you in this. And adult leadership, I'll just read a little bit up to you. It says, a new class will be chosen in January for the 2014 session of Leadership Opportunity Smith County with a reception on February the 11th, and that's after the applicants are chosen. The recent class did a bench for Dr. Donaldson over in South Carthage. If you've driven by the walking track, you can see that. Leadership Smith County, it started in 1999. It covers a wide range of issues, and its purpose and goal is to develop skills of leadership in the people that are in the classes. I attended the class of 2006, and I will say that it's a wonderful opportunity to learn many things about Smith County and what goes on here. So if you're working, it says this here: if you're working here, moved here to live, or if you've lived in Smith County all your life, leadership's for you. And if you want to form great business and community relationships and some lifelong friends in the process, it's a good place to do that.
You know, I was in the class of 2009, and I'll have to say that those are some of the finest people. I just love them, and you get a camaraderie, and it's great networking. If you do work in a business, it's a great way to network with other folks in the community.
No doubt about it. Like the class that I was in, I run into those people here in town. I see some of them along, and there's a special bond there because you spent that time together. The retreat, I think, is wonderful. I really enjoyed that. And
But they don't let you go down the pole anymore, right?
They don't now. When I was in the Real Men class, we got to go down the.
Well, I was in the real women class, and I got to go down the pole, too.
Oh, okay.
So there.
So anyway, they have a brass, so you'll know what we're talking about. They have a brass pole that runs down the middle of the building. And you
From the
can,
third floor?
and you used to could get on the third floor, and you could go down to the first floor pretty quick. So anyway, I think they've kind of made that off limits now.
Yeah.
But anyway, Smith County, what we're trying to do is show people that it's a great place to live, work, and play. And there's a lot of things to do in Smith County. I guess that pretty well covers most of the stuff that's coming up or in the recent coming future. I got my tang tungle there, didn't I?
You know, I get my tongue tungled some, too. And
We also have a dinner on the bridge. It's going to be coming up in May. We're getting approval from the commissioner to be able to have that. The chamber banquet is going to be coming up in the spring here very soon. We've also got Civil War Heritage that is going to be taking place. We're going to try and work that in conjunction with the folks at Granville. They actually do a reenactment and a skirmish over there, and we're looking at maybe having a ball or doing something like that. And so
I hope
there's
we
a-
do.
yeah.
I'm excited about that. I want to learn how to ballroom dance like they did back, in the 1800s.
Oh,
I just think that's so cool.
Yeah, it is. It is a wonderful thing. If you've never been able to go to something like that, you'd really enjoy it. So there's a lot of things happening in Smith County that's a lot of fun, and we hope that you'll take time to get out of the house and look around and see what there is to do, and especially come to the Wellness Center where we're at here today, because the wind's blowing out there and it's 1, 2, 3, 4 degrees. You can come in here and you can exercise and make yourself feel
In
real
comfort.
good. And then come spring, you can get on that plane, go to Hawaii, and ride that surfboard and look good while you're
There
doing
you
it.
go. All right. Well, this has been a great day. I've really enjoyed being here at the Wellness Center and talking to all these wonderful folks and the inspiration they are.
And by the way, Janie fell in love with this guy right here, but I
Isn't
want
he
to tell you,
cute?
he doesn't
He's so cute.
exercise.
These are exercise balls, and if you come over here, Christy will even teach you how to use an exercise ball, and you can do some amazing things with these things.
It's really low impact, and it's really good for folks if you've got an issue with that
Yeah.
where you can't get on the machines.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we're saying bye to you from the Smith County Wellness Center. God bless.
See you in February.